So net PV, let's call this. Hence, cash value of policy is some of these things. $177,000. Okay. Let me make sure that you're doing the right thing. Yep, we're doing the right thing. So you could actually collect that kind of payment. And you're thinking, oh, that's a lot of money. Nobody's going to offer you that kind of money, but they may offer you something like 100,000 and you can sell them the policy. And these guys are going to issue a bond, and that's going to say, if you're holder of this bond, you're going to pay me that 177,638. Out of that, I'm going to pay the premiums over the 6 years, over the 10 years. And then whenever I get a benefit, I'm going to go ahead and, uh, distribute that to you. Are you guys surprised that it's this big? This is because it's for a 70-year-old person. That payment, 6,000, is probably too little. I would assume 12,000 is probably a better number for a 70-year-old average healthy male. Okay. So now we have a little template that calculates essentially cash value of a remaining policy if you were to keep paying. Remember, you're basically telling the people to pay about 120,000, but the payments are a lot higher. Let me save this. Not gonna keep you guys too long today. I'm already having issues with my resources. All right. Even though I'm not gonna go over it, there are somewhat related products which are very popular for reinsurance companies that are called cat bonds. These are bonds where the payoff depends on damages from catastrophes. such as hurricane, flood, earthquake, and so on. When you sell insurance policies as an insurance company, you rely on the so-called uh, uncorrelated risk, but which means the chances of damage in a house, if you're selling house or home insurance, the chances that there's a damage in a house is not correlated with the damage on another house. But think about a hurricane insurance. Suppose you bought hurricane insurance. Uh, if I know that your house was damaged in a hurricane and you live in Palm Beach County, Florida, I have a very strong suspicion that another house from Palm Beach County is going to be damaged as well. These are correlated, which means normal insurance companies are not typically very eager to sell these. And even if they do, they end up charging a lot of money. And in many cases, insurance companies themselves do not keep these policies on their books. They sell them to what we call reinsurance companies. These are basically insurance companies for the insurance companies, uh, which kind of pools multiple policies like these. But even for those, think about damages from a hurricane like Hurricane Katrina in 2005. The amount is so big, it actually creates a bankruptcy risk even for reinsurance companies. So what these companies do, they issue bonds. Bonds pay a high interest, high rate of nominal interest. But if the defined catastrophe, defined damages happen, you make less in interest, and depending on the issue, may even lose some of the principal. Uh, what these do, what these bonds do for individual investors, they have relatively high expected returns, but their risks are almost entirely uncorrelated with the overall market, which means they would reduce the risk of a given diversified portfolio. So if you could get almost the same expected return, but much lower risk, then you're going to benefit from that. This way, individual investors would not be bankrupted, provided they did not invest a very large share into these products. But reinsurance companies can purchase large quantities of hurricane, flood, or earthquake insurance policies. This is an example of financial engineering creating social value, let's say. So in general, financial engineering has kind of a bad name, but if done properly, uh, it can actually, come on, create social value. I'm going to stop here for today, and I'll see you guys on Monday. We will be in class on Monday.